Everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Podrace. We got a few things to go through today. We have some games later on, but first we're going to talk about the Scary Movie 6 trailer that just came out. Do you have any thoughts first? You want to start with this? Because you're more of a fan of it than I am, so I'll let you kick it off here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When you said you don't know if you've seen Scary Movie or not, I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah.
I just felt
Yeah.
like
Like everybody's
growing
seen it?
up, yeah. At least because this is number six. Um,
At least I don't think I've seen it. I don't remember.
I feel like you've had
So,
to see clips or something before because the
yeah.
first couple are pretty like iconic.
I've probably seen clips
I
and thought it was like whatever other movie it was mimicking. I don't know. But,
um when I first saw the trailer for Scream before Scream 7, I was like, oh, that kind of looked like when you see your goat get washed, and you're like, oh.
uh,
But on rewatch, I've watched it a couple times now. I feel like it gets funnier every time I watch it, and I was excited for it to come out this year. I was a little like hesitant about it, but I'm like it's definitely probably in my top 8ish to 10 like most anticipated now of the year. Like it's not gonna beat out like the heavy hitters, but and we'll kind of get into it later. But I feel like comedy is just like non-existent anymore, and like I hate to like play that trope, but I feel like some comedies are like scared to like kind of push the envelope or go the extra step, and like they don't want to make like an offensive joke to
yeah.
any like particular group. But I mean, people are already upset about the first joke in the Scream or Scary Movie 6 trailer about when the girl in the subway gets stabbed, and she's like she stabbed her, and she's like, no, my pronouns are they them,
Yeah.
and people are already upset about that. But
Really?
the biggest shock of the trailer was that they already like have parodies of Sinners and Weapons,
Yeah.
and that like so I think Sinners came out early last year, but Weapons was in August. So the fact that they've already parodied Weapons is kind of crazy. I figured Terrifier would be in here. I don't. I think those movies are not great, but I know Art the Clown is extremely popular.
Yeah.
Um, I just think it looks like a fun time. The parodies were great. I like that a lot of the cast from the original are back. I think Anna Faris is like Jamie Lee Curtis from the Halloween 2018 is perfect. Um, and I know
Do you
Regina
need the
Hall. What? What
Do
were
you
you gonna
need the
say?
first five to see like this one, or are they
No,
kind of
I
like
would say,
independent?
I would say Scream one. So the Wayans brothers only did one and two, and then they kind of left. So three, four, and five, they were not involved in it. So if you had to rewatch any to watch this would be one and two.
And then just skip to six?
Yeah, you could. I think three is pretty good, and then four and five are kind of just meh.
I'm gonna watch one and two. You might as well just watch everything.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean
yeah.
Anna Faris and Regina Hall are in three and four, but it's mainly that the Wayans brothers are back doing it.
Okay.
A lot of the characters you see in the trailer are from the first one, because the first one is the heaviest parody is Scream, and this one seems like it's
Yeah.
the main parody is going to be Scream 5 and kind of the reboot, but there's a couple characters within the trailer that are in the second movie as well. So I would recommend watching both of them. If you want to watch all of them, go for it. But as someone who's never seen it, what did you think of the trailer, real quick?
Uh, I mean, it was goofy. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
there's not like much story or plot to like pick up from it. It was kind of just like a bunch of moments. I guess maybe they'll be like funnier in the actual movie viewing experience. Uh, but I don't like. There's not much for me to say. I thought like the weapons mocking or mimic was cool. The sinners one was cool. I thought it was Midsummer at first, but it was weapons. Just because I saw like a barn. Um, I don't know. There's not much for me to go on. There was a couple edgy kind of thing. Not even like edgy, but they're just like edgy today. Um,
Yeah.
like the one part where the white woman goes to hug the black woman, but she
Yeah.
says
Anna
she's. I'm not
Faris.
gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up, but like what she says, like people are gonna get upset about that type of stuff. Um, so it is like shocking to see it in the movie, but I'm kind of happy it's in the movie because, like, I think we should go back to being edgy like that and not giving a shit what people say or think. But besides
I'm just
that, I
kind
mean,
of
it's just I'll have to see them all. Yeah,
I'm just kind of glad that like parody movies are kind of coming back a little bit. The Naked Gun last year was very like I was so shocked at how much I liked that movie and how funny it was.
yeah,
I mean, I know in the late 2000s, early 2010s, you got a lot of terrible parody movies that were just made to like make a quick buck, and I don't want that to come back. But I want to
Yeah.
like, I know Marlon Wayans already came out and said they might do like a White Chicks 2, which I don't think White Chicks 2 would work
I don't want that. I don't want
today,
that at all.
and I think it would kind of ruin the first one. But I mean, I'd still watch I'd still watch White Chicks 2 if they made it.
I don't even
So
love the first one. I like Terry Crews in it, but besides that, I'm not really a. I don't know. Not a fan.
I think it's good. I don't think it's like one of the best comedies ever, like some people think, but
Yeah.
it's funny. It has its moments. But
Yeah.
that's really all I have for that trailer now. I'm glad that they released it
I
and
will
that
say
it looks like it should be a fun time.
before we go to what we have planned, while we stay on the topic of edgy comedies, Ted season 2
Oh
Friday.
yeah, on
So we're both
Friday.
very excited for that. So I think we should try and like binge it, and then maybe next week get like a review up or something of that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
think that'd
it's
be
only
pretty
like eight,
cool.
I think the first season was what 8 episodes, so I'm sure if it's
Some
something like
and they're like
that, I
30
could
minute
be.
episodes too. So
Were they 30 minutes or were they like an hour?
I think they were 30. You could probably find it on Peacock, but I think they're around 30. I can't imagine they're hour long episodes. Maybe like the finale was, which was what 2023.
24. I'd say.
Feels longer. That show was
Yeah,
so
but the
good.
first season of that was a huge surprise because like
Yeah,
I like the first Ted, but Ted 2 was kind of like meh. And then when
yeah,
they announced the show, it's like this is gonna be stupid. And then I watched it and I was like,
dude.
this
I'd
is
argue the
hilarious.
show's better than the movies.
Uh, yeah,
Maybe it's definitely
I
better
think
than the second one.
the show you could say it's like I think has better is funnier than the movies. Maybe I do think the first one is just more iconic and has,
Yeah, yeah, because of what it was. Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's hilarious. So I'm very excited
yeah,
for season 2. I'm
yeah.
glad that you
Same.
brought that back up.
Yeah. So I hope I can watch it all Friday. I know I got some stuff going on that day, but I'm hoping I can get it through Friday, if not maybe Saturday or Sunday. And by the end of the weekend, I want to be done that show, and because it's all dropping at once, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be the weekend plan. Plan. All right. Anything else on that? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
All right. Um, we'll go to my thing. So I have a quick little doomsday thing, and then Aiden has a agree disagree. So we'll do his after because he's got a lot. But mine is very simple. So doomsday comes out. I think me and you might be both on different. We probably have the movie. Uh, we're perceiving it different as far as like how good it's going to be. I think I'm maybe a little bit higher or more hopeful than you might be.
Yeah, I've
Um,
started to like kind of come around more,
yeah.
but I would still say I'm more on like the 50-50. Like I'm still a little
Okay.
concerned, but I'm definitely getting more excited about it.
Yeah, which is natural because it's getting closer. But I have a list here of MCU movies, and I'm just gonna rattle them off. Um, and I think what I want you to do is not say a word until I name one that you think Doomsday is going to be, or you until I name a movie that is going to be better than Doomsday. So like, start off with movies I think Doomsday is gonna be better than, and then when you hear one that Doomsday won't be better than, I want you to stop me. All right.
All right. All right. Go ahead.
So first is Multiverse of Madness. Second, I have Ant-Man 1, Doctor Strange, Deadpool and Wolverine, Iron Man 1, Shang-Chi. No? I thought you might think of that one. Age of Ultron. All right. Homecoming. Remember, these are. Stop me when you think it's better than Doomsday. Black Panther 1.
I'll stop you there, but
Really?
I was close to stopping you on Homecoming because I
See.
really like Homecoming.
Okay, go on. Yeah. Why'd
Even
you
Age of
stop?
Ultron was kind of hard because like the only issue with Doomsday is that just we haven't followed any of these characters, so it's not as like coherent of a story. Like yeah, they're bringing back a bunch of characters and that's the hype, but like who of the main who of the cast that they've announced have we really followed? The Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four and like Shuri and Baku. You can't really count Steve. We haven't followed this version of Steve.
I mean, that version, yeah, we have. It's the same Steve. He's just been
Yeah, but
gone
I
now.
mean, I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
I know it's the
but you
same
have,
Steve, but still,
but you're gonna have Thor. You're gonna have
yeah. I
Sam.
did
You're
forget
gonna
about
have.
Thor.
I mean, I saw the rumors are not very that he's in it much, but Loki. You're gonna have that. We've seen enough of that Loki to be connected to him. Uh, I mean, who else? Bucky. Uh, you're probably gonna see Captain Marvel at some point, right? But I don't think the Guardians, all of
I
them.
don't. I
No,
think you might see Star Lord.
isn't he confirmed? And isn't Rocket confirmed? Wasn't Rocket on that picture?
No,
Rocket and Groot weren't they on that? Remember that like it had like 40 circles and heads. Was Rocket not in that?
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought I thought
I
Star
know
Lord and
that.
Rocket were in there.
Um,
I would be shocked if Chris Pratt is not in this movie. I think he's absolutely in this
no,
movie.
they're not. None of them are. No Guardian is announced, but I think Chris Pratt, if anyone, would be there. I think Secret Wars, you'll see just everybody.
Yes,
I don't. It's
you got.
just like it's hard to say that it's going to be better than. Like I think Black Panther is one of the better MCU movies.
I
Even
thought you were lower on
Homecoming.
that.
I mean, maybe I'm a little lower than I haven't seen it in a while, but also like I recognize it's still a really good movie. And
Yeah,
like Doomsday, I think Doomsday. I mean, I want it to be better,
yeah.
but going just. I thought you were gonna have some like lower hitters to start, like more.
Well, I wasn't gonna
Even
name
Iron
like
Man 1, I thought about it. Even though in
I
that
did.
movie,
Yeah,
even though
I thought
I'm
Shang Chi was
lower
gonna
on
get you.
Iron Man,
Maybe.
no, I even though I think I picked Shang Chi and when we did a bracket over Iron
Yeah,
Man 1, I think Iron Man 1 I was closer to saying.
I didn't want to
Just
throw
because
in
that's
like
kind of
Eternals and stuff because I knew you weren't gonna like. It's just a waste. Uh, but
I don't. I mean, what did you have after Black Panther?
so this is where
If you want to go,
this
down
is
the list, we can. I still
yeah.
agree or disagree.
So I'll start over. So Multiverse of Madness, Ant Man,
No,
Doctor
no.
Strange, Deadpool, Wolverine, Iron Man 1, Shang Chi, Age of Ultron, Homecoming, Black Panther. This is where I break. Civil War,
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
yeah. Ragnarok, which I think you would have broke.
yeah, I would have picked Ragnarok.
Avengers 1,
Yeah.
I would have broke. And then this was my like your absolute like if you were still somehow alive, Infinity War was the last one.
Yeah, I mean, I think Black Panther wasn't a bad place to stop. I'm like Homecoming. Almost, I just really like Homecoming, and I like Vulture.
Yeah.
But
I Black
I'm
Panther
not.
would
Even
be
if I didn't
I
bring
like
up Black Panther, I would have stopped. What was it, Ragnarok next?
Civil War and then
Yeah, I
Ragnarok.
would. I would have said Civil War is better.
Yeah, Civil War is my definitely. I'm not like I would have put Civil War over Black Panther. I think I like Black Panther a lot. It's higher on my list than I think it is for most people. But I do think I would have taken Doomsday over Black Panther just
Well,
off
I mean, I'm
production.
fine. I'm fine with that. Even if like I like go back, I would have stopped at Civil War.
Yeah,
I mean, also
so
the issue with
it's one away.
Doomsday is that I'm excited for him, but we haven't even seen Doom. Like at least like Infinity War, Endgame, you were building up to Thanos this whole time.
Yeah,
Doomsday, you kind of not panicking, but shoving him in there because obviously the Kang stuff. And I still don't love Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. Like I would have rather them cast someone else, but I understand. I do think them casting him is more of a desperation move to
I
get
think it
hype back.
counteracts the not showing him in anything prior or yet. Like I think the fact that it's RDJ is going to emotionally invest people more than it would if it was somebody else.
I mean, yeah,
Obviously, I think it's a
I
given.
think definitely like the casual
Yeah,
viewer. So I mean, I'm fine with saying Black Panther.
yeah. All right. So I'm good on that one. That's all I had. So if you want
All
to go
right,
with yours,
all right. So I have a few agree disagrees here, about 15, 16 of them. I'll give the take and then
are they
I can do
anything?
like they're like movie related. They're not all like MCU.
Okay.
They're just like kind of movie related.
Okay.
So um I'll say the take and then I'll do like a 3, 2, 1 and then we can do agree disagree. All right.
Okay.
So the first one I have is the post Endgame MCU is not as bad as people say it is, and it can be compared to the Phase 1 to 2 era of the MCU. So, 3, 2, 1. I agree.
I agree. It's
I'm
doing
shocked you
different
agree.
things than phase 1 or 2. Yeah, well, you have two different questions there. I agree more with the first part. I disagree more with the comparable part. I think it is better than people give it credit for. I think Loki's a good show. People like WandaVision. I like Hawkeye. Uh, and then as far as movies go, Guardians 3 is awesome. Shang-Chi is really, really good. I know Multiverse of Madness fell flat, but I think it's an okay watch. Uh, Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. I'm lower on Fantastic Four, but it's still fun. So, like, I think we've had some
Well,
good
like,
in there.
well, my me saying it's comparable is that the quality of movies are pretty comparable. Because to start out, like the Iron Man trilogy, Incredible Hulk, Thor: Dark World, like they're all like they're not bad movies, but they're not. I
Great.
think I think a big thing why those movies are like held in high regard is because it was the beginning of the MCU.
Yeah.
It's an introduction to these major characters, and it's like building to the story. But like you were saying, like post Endgame, you have Shang Chi, No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, Wakanda Forever, Guardians 3, even Deadpool and Wolverine, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. Like, I
It's a
mean,
good
some of those
lineup.
movies are definitely better than
Phase
the
1.
Phase
Yeah.
One.
I'm
So
curious if we took phase 1 and 2 and we took those, everything post Endgame and we ranked it. I wonder what would not do it today because it would take a lot of time, but like what would rank higher on average? I
yeah, I
think the
think
newer stuff probably would.
the issue with post Endgame, and like I will like say that I think post Endgame has been lackluster, but also it's in the name. I mean, Endgame was like your biggest event, so obviously that was like kind of the highest of highs for the MCU, and then you take a little break from it, and then you had COVID, so that delayed
Yeah.
everything by like a year, and people are just expecting these Avenger level movies now, and the connectivity in some of these projects aren't that. I mean, Wonder Man was I like Wonder Man a lot too, even though
Yeah,
it
it was
was
good.
not
Yeah.
really connected. Um, but people just want these Avenger movies, and I mean, part of it is that you're kind of getting introduced to characters that are a little bit more unknown,
Yeah.
like Miss Marvel and Shang Chi, Eternals. I mean, no one Eternals movie. I mean, they're dead. Like they're never coming back.
Yeah, no, they're done.
So I mean, I think it's not as bad as people say. It's just the fatigue, and then people just want more because we're coming off of. I mean, it's 7 years now, so I think,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I think people are just wanting that feeling they had at the beginning again, which I mean, I understand.
Yeah. I I mean, I guess I agree for both of those parts, but we can go to the next one.
Rogue One is the best Star Wars Disney project. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna
Disagree.
disagree, but the only thing I have above it is Mando season 1 and 2.
So, Mando season 1 and 2 I agree. Uh Andor season 1 and 2 I'm not huge on, but people would say that's better. I don't know if I want to count this as a Disney project personally, because it was made before they took over, but they released it and finished it. But Clone Wars season 7, Siege of Mandalore arc, like those 4 episodes are some of the best Star Wars ever. And so if that counts as Disney, then I disagree. It's not the best Rogue One.
Okay,
So
I
either
mean,
way, Mando, I put Mando 1 and 2
it's
over
definitely
it.
the
So I
best
disagree.
movie, but there's only 5 of them to really go off of.
I like
I
Solo.
think
I
I
know
know you like
Solo's.
Solo, but
Yeah,
and I'm
I like
lower on
Solo
Rogue One, but I
more,
like
but
Rogue One
yeah,
more.
Rogue One's better than Solo, but I like Solo more. But yeah,
All right. Number 3, Sinners is the most overrated movie of 2025. 3, 2, 1. Disagree.
disagree. I'm sure there's something there
I
that's
have
overrated.
I have Fantastic Four more overrated than that.
Yes, yeah, that's my
I would even
overrated. Yeah,
argue Thunderbolts, but I think a Fantastic Four got a little bit more hype.
Fantastic Four is the most overrated movie of the year. I agree. I'm good on that.
Um, Avengers Doomsday. or Secret Wars will go down as the best Avengers movie? Three, two, one. Disagree.
Dis Disagree. I thought you were asking me which one for a second. I disagree.
I just kind of mixed them together. I think Secret Wars has just a higher chance of maybe being better just because you're going to see a lot and it's just going to be like nostalgia bait type of stuff. I don't think anything's going to be better than Infinity War, to be honest.
No. Yeah.
But you never know. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's.
I
I
mean,
mean,
never
I
say
won't be mad if it's
never.
better.
Yeah, never say never, but I don't think it will be. So I disagree.
The new Ray trilogy will be the best trilogy since the OG trilogy. Three, two, one. I'm gonna
Dis
agree. I'm gonna go. I'm
Really?
just gonna
I'm gonna
go out. I'm
disagree.
gonna
I hope you're right. I mean, I hope
predict
so.
that. I mean, the sequels are not good, and then the prequels have the nostalgia for like us and for me because we grew up on them. But I'm still lower, especially on one and two. So, I mean, if let's say this new trilogy is three movies that are each 6 out of 10, I think it's the second best trilogy.
Uh, I would disagree. I think it would. They would have to all be like 7 to 8 out of 10s for me to say it's better. Because
Okay.
I think Revenge of the Sith is like an 8.5, 9, and then I think six. I think two is like a 6.5, 6, and I think
I
one is
can't
like a
I
five and
can't
a half, 6.
I can't give one and two that high. I think like two is the
I'm
worst.
higher on
I
them.
think one
I think
I
one's worse
like I
than two.
remember thinking I was like Jar Jar, like I remember the Jar Jar hate and then people kind of came around to him and then I rewatched it, I was like no, Jar Jar actually is like the worst character. Like
Well, you
he's
could
so
definitely
he's
tell there was intent to make it a kids thing with that.
yeah,
There
no,
was
I
more of a focus, but it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt the movie.
um okay. I mean I still I think the Ray I think
I
it's a
hope you're
Ray I think it's a Ray movie, and then there's a separate trilogy that Ray will be included in, but she's not the
something like
main.
that.
But I'm still gonna count it as Ray because you don't know
Ultimately, I
Ray.
hope you're right because I want better Star Wars, but I don't think so. So
All right, um, Indiana Jones should not be recast and instead focus on games to progress the story. Three, two, one. I agree. I mean, I've said
I
this to you before.
recast now or like ever.
I mean, in the future they're gonna recast him and do more,
Yeah,
but like for the next 5 to 10 years, I would be
then I
fine with
agree.
two or three
Yeah,
more games
I
because
agree
like we both
because the
really
game's really
like the
good.
game, and
Yeah,
this way you
I
can
would.
keep Harrison Ford's likeness.
Yeah,
You don't have you can do any random. You have so much more freedom with the game because you
yeah.
can make up these adventures you went on, but also you have like
Voice actor was really good for him.
yeah, and you don't have to worry
So
about like having one old ass Harrison Ford try to like beat up
yeah,
bad guys, and but you can have more like unrealistic stuff in a video game. So
yeah. If we're talking the next 10, 15 years, then sure, I agree.
all right, the next one I have the
But like
concept.
sorry,
Go
like when
ahead.
we're 50, I would love to see another Indiana Jones come out. So like,
Yeah, I mean Disney's not going to go that long without making one anyway because they're money
yeah,
hungry. So
yeah. All right.
the next one I have the concept of the movie star is dead, and casual theater goers only really care for IPs and nostalgia. Three, two, one, agree.
Agree. There's
I
still
mean,
some out there, but like they don't carry the
like movie
weight they
stars, you're
used to.
saying?
Like yeah, but they're older. Like they've been around forever. But they don't like there's none coming up I think that carry that same impact or weight in a
Who
movie
would you even
success.
say is still a movie star? Like, I would say older. I think Tom Cruise is probably the top one because all of his movies are making all this money. Like it used
Yeah.
to be The Rock, but I think The Rock has fatigue.
I would like to say RDJ, but I think like outside of an Avenger if he was in a nice Avengers movie and he was the lead, I don't
His
know.
Doctor Dolittle movie bombed.
Yeah.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio, like I don't his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood didn't do that good. I mean, Zendaya has some pull, but I think even like the current movie
Timothy
stars, you would
Chalamet
say,
maybe, but like
I think he has like some. He obviously has pull, and he's one of the bigger movie stars. But I'm gonna look at like, I mean, Wonka made 640 million, which is kind of I didn't know it made that much money.
yeah. But like
But
so
like
who's an
he's
older
also,
one that still draws? Like Scarlett
I think
Johansson
Tom
I would say is
Cruise.
Scarlett Johansson is still the biggest woman like she's the biggest woman actress on the planet right now, I would say, right? Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I mean, you're
She
not like,
draws off
don't
a
get me
name.
wrong, you're not wrong with that, but also, like, to go off of that, are you really going to count Jurassic World? Like that movie didn't make money
No.
because of her. That
Yeah.
movie made money because of Jurassic World.
You could have put a lot of women in that role and I think it would have did maybe not as well, but it would have done close.
And then to go with like the IPs and nostalgia, like the there was only a couple handful of original movies that made a decent profit last year. I mean, the three original movies that weren't based off like a book or a sequel or a remake were Sinners, Weapons, and F1. And F1, I was kind of on the fence even counting that because I mean it's obviously based off F1, but it is an
Yeah.
original story.
I mean, Brad Pitt
Everything
still
else,
draws, I would say, right? But even Leo doesn't
yeah,
even draw.
yeah. I mean, just
What
like
about
I
Mike?
just think people just want to see remakes. They want nostalgia like stuff. Like all the top earning movies last year was sequels. I mean, Zootopia, Avatar, Lilo and Stitch remake, Minecraft, obviously based off a video game, Jurassic World, How to Train Your Dragon. Like all these movies are not
Yeah.
original movies. I just think movie
Michael
stars
B.
don't pull
Jordan.
like what.
Michael B. Jordan.
I think he. I'll
It's
see what Creed
close.
3 did. I think he pull. I think he has
That's
a
also
decent traction.
and
Creed
that's also
three.
got the Rocky thing to it though.
Creed
So
3,
that's
3 did under 300.
wow. Okay. So maybe not.
I'll see
All
what
right.
like.
Yeah. I mean, whatever it is, I think I disagree with what you said then, or maybe agree. Whatever you said. The movie
Well, even
star's
like
dead.
Glenn Powell, that I think is one of the movie stars. Like now, like his newer movie has made under 10 million, and I mean February, January is a slower months, but still, like these people. It's not like it was back in the day where you're like, oh, I got to
No.
see that Kurt Russell movie. I have to see the Tom Hanks movie. Like,
Samuel L. Jackson or
yeah,
Harrison
like
Ford. Like we don't have those. And think of like even like the women. Like Anna de Armas is probably one of the top five like biggest women actors right now. And her movies probably don't even do that well.
yeah, and even her
Like what
last
did
movie was a
Ballerina do?
John Wick.
Yeah,
Look, it was a John Wick spinoff.
and I don't even know if it did that well. So yeah, movie star is dead.
It did 95 million. It
It's
did under 100 million.
wow. Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I just think I know. Well, worldwide it did 137, but still, it.
Still, all right.
Um.
Next,
All right. So the next one I have is that shows that come out on streaming services should be released weekly rather than dropping the whole season at once. Three, two, one. I
disagree.
agree. I agree. I think it is nice being able to watch the whole season at once. Like I know you talked about, like Ted's coming out this weekend, and you can binge that. But I just like TV where it's like an episode a week. It also continues the hype for like the show, especially on the streaming service, gets people wanting to maybe subscribe to get like weekly episodes. Adds to the suspense of the show. I will say it kind of goes against it. I do like what Amazon does. They drop like the first three episodes and then it's weekly after
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But like Netflix is doing like three episodes in January, three episodes in April, four episodes in August. Like I hate that. Like I would rather
yeah.
get it. Like don't do that. Just do weekly or all at once at that point.
So it's very situational because it depends on the quality of the show as well. So like I think personally, like as far as like on TV goes, the weekly makes sense. Like for example, I watch Law and Order every week. I like having that hour of a new episode. It works. It's a new story every week. They're always really good episodes. Like that works for me. Streaming service, like I think like of the shows that I watch on these streaming services, like Ted, I like binging that all together. If I had to wait a week each week for Ted, I like yeah, it would be fun, but like I get more enjoyment having 4 hours of Ted, like just watching it straight through. If Wonder Man came out week to week, that show would have been significantly worse. I probably would have killed myself on the fourth episode. Like I
I
would
think
not have
I can
survived
agree
Wonder
with your
Man.
point there that it could depend. I think maybe like a comedy 30-minute episode show,
Yeah,
but like a 10 episode hour long episode. Like I think you could do weekly.
and I even think to like some of these like, and I know this is a bad example maybe because the quality of some of these shows haven't been great, but like the Star Wars shows, like Bad Batch, like I liked Bad Batch, but like there's some filler episodes. Even Mando, there's some filler episodes in there, and like waiting all week to get a 45-minute filler episode about frog eggs, like it sucks. And then you go to the
I
next
mean,
week, and
I will say it does suck, and I agree with that. But like, that's any TV show, like ever.
yeah,
Like, there's always going to be a filler episode. I do agree with your point. Maybe if it was weekly, though, you could have more effort put into each episode, so you don't have
yeah.
just
So I think
like
it's
just a random side
yeah.
plot that never goes anywhere.
So I do think it's very dependent on how good the show is. Um, like season one, season two of Mando, like nobody complained about that. Like that was okay. But you look at another show where it's every week, it's like Wonder Man. I said, I would not have been able to survive that over, what was it, 8 weeks, 8 episodes. I would have died.
Yeah.
So I disagree, but it's dependent on the show.
All right. The next one I have is that comedies are a dying genre in cinema. Three, two, one. I
I
agree.
agree.
Unfortunately,
Even
I
yeah.
mean,
I
you
mean, we
like we
just
talked
talked about
about
Adam
Scary
Sandler
Movie
movies.
6, and then the Adam Sandler movies, and then Naked
Yeah.
Gun last year. But I mean, Adam Sandler doesn't even release movies in
Ex-
the theaters anymore. He has that Netflix deal, and that was the easy box office. Like Adam Sandler always pulled at the
and
box office.
even outside of that, like, is there an actor that does what he did, where they like Kevin James, Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller? These guys always had funny movies coming out for 20 years, and you don't have that anymore. It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I feel like any comedy movie is just released on streaming now because they don't make money.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and like there are still some gems, but it's just not like how it was in the 2000s, early 2010s, like
yeah,
Vince Vaughn movies with Owen
yeah,
Wilson, and then
yeah,
Where the Millers was on earlier, like that movie. Like I love that movie,
yeah.
but you just don't see these comedy movies anymore. Maybe they'll start making a comeback. Like we talked about Scary Movie 6. If that does really well at the box office, maybe some of these
I doubt
companies
it.
are going to be more
I don't think
willing
so.
to
Yeah,
do something. I don't know.
I don't think it moves the needle, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. So all right,
All right. The next one I have is probably the hottest. I think the hottest take on here. Timothy Chalamet will end his career being the winningest actor of all time at the Oscars, which is 4 wins. I think
that's
he's
what
going to
he
win in
needs.
2 weeks. He needs four total. He has zero right now. I do think he's going to win in 2 weeks. If he does win, I'm going to say I agree because
How
he's
old is he?
30. 30.
30.
He already has 3 nominations, and like the one this year is his third. He only needs four, which is still a lot.
4 is the record.
Four would be the record. Yeah, three is the most.
Who's 3?
Jack Nicholson has three, Daniel Day Lewis has three, and I forget the actor's name from like the 30s has three.
Wow.
And
Like
Jack Nicholson had
any
12
type
nominations.
like any type of Oscar award?
No, like acting.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Uh
I'm going to agree just because
I guess I agree.
I think he picks the right movies to be in, and his mindset is that he wants to be the best. I'm not obviously a lot of these actors have that, but I think the fact that he's 30, if he wins this year, he'll need three more. I think obviously, hopefully he makes it. Like I think he has at least 30 more years in acting, unless he retires early or has to retire.
Well, for me it comes down to his age, and then like we just said, there's no movie stars. And so it's not like there's somebody up there battling him every year to win it. Like
Well, like
if he's one of the best, then
even Leo is still getting nominations, but this is his seventh. He's not going to win this year. He just always gets nominated when someone has like their best acting performance ever.
yeah.
And the fact that Leo has one is crazy. I hope that's not the same for Timothy, but
Yeah.
I think he can do it. If anyone currently is going to do it, it's going to be him.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
Michael B.
they were
Jordan wins this week, I mean next week, maybe he has a
see
shot, but
how many does he have?
he has none. They would both
None?
win one. But I do think Michael B. Jordan has a. I don't know how old. He's definitely older though.
Probably like late 30s.
The only thing about Michael B. Jordan is that, not that it's a bad thing. He's 38, so he's got like 10 years on it. He doesn't always pick like Oscar baity movies.
Yeah.
Like even Sinners, like when he like obviously has the most nominations ever. I don't think that was like predicted as like, this is going to be an Oscar worthy
Doesn't
movie.
matter. I guess it depends how
So
it performs. But yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'll
All
go.
right. So All right, the next one, 2026, is going to decide the future of the DCU. 3, 2, 1, agree. I think
Disagree.
Supergirl has to be decent. Lanterns, I think, is going to decide a lot how they
When does
handle the
Man of
Green
Tomorrow
Lantern.
come out? 27?
Yeah,
Yeah, then I disagree.
and then Clayface, which is kind of just feels like a one-off movie. But
I think
I
Man
mean,
of
Man of
Tomorrow is the
Tomorrow.
biggest needle mover. So,
All right, I mean, I'm fine with that.
yeah.
Um, the Matt Reeves Batman trilogy, when it's complete, will be better than the Dark Knight trilogy. 3, 2, 1, agree.
Disagree. I think
I already think the
the
Batman is like the Batman's my favorite Batman movie, so obviously
I
I'm
know that.
biased. But I think, like looking back on it, I think the Dark Knight trilogy has its flaws. I think
Yeah.
Rises, while I still like it, is definitely a little messy, and I think
I
part
think
of
it
that is because
depends.
of Heath Ledger dying. But
Yeah, I think it depends too. Like certain people just are lower on that trilogy because of its portrayal, its comic portrayal, or like not comic portrayal, I should say. Um, but I'm a fan of the way they did it. I think it's peak. I think Batman Begins is awesome, and so like
yeah,
I,
I'm
it
not
would be
mad if
hard.
you if like it's
Yeah,
not.
I
I
go
just think
disagree, but because I if I'm looking at every like superhero trilogy out there, like if it's not one, it's top three for me. So like
okay.
yeah, I don't think yeah, I'm gonna go disagree.
All right, so I have we will never see a better comic book movie casting than RDJ as Iron Man. 3, 2, 1. I agree.
I
I
agree.
I mean, Iron Man was kind of like a B tier, C tier character until RDJ took over, and then now like they've even changed like
The
the
comic
comics
character, yeah.
to mimic him more. So, and I think without RDJ, the MCU would have failed. Like I do think Chris Evans is like right up there
You needed
as
both.
Steve.
You needed both.
Yeah, no doubt. But I just think RDJ is the backbone of the MCU. And then like clearly they might make it so he was like their anchor being. So
Yeah. Yeah, I would go agree because he's one of the best castings ever. So like it'd be tough.
and there's like a bunch of great castings everywhere. I just don't know if you're ever gonna get one better than that.
Yeah.
Who
Like
really like
I think
changed the
it's
landscape.
him and Evans, and then it's a significant drop to the next people. But like, I think RDJ is the number one.
All right. The next one. Star Killer cannot exist outside of the Force Unleashed games as he's too overpowered and kind of would destroy canon. 3, 2, 1, agree. I don't think he can.
Agree. You bring him out of you bring him out of the game into canon. You have to depower the character so much that it just ruins who he is. It's not worth it.
I also don't think I would like in like the main Star Wars universe, like because like obviously correct me if I'm wrong. He's like a Vader clone, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is a clone in the second one.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would like that. I mean, he's a great character in the game, and the game's great, but I think he's fine to stay in the games.
Listen, if they were going to do a character that strong, they should have just did Luke the right way. But it's another
Yeah.
conversation.
All right. So we got two more. Um, Friends is not the best sitcom of all time. 3, 2, 1, agree.
Disagree. What do you have?
I would rather watch Two and a Half Men with Charlie Sheen.
I like that's up there. It's like my top three.
I really like that '70s show. Obviously, I mean I like The Office more, but like I'm always
A
willing to admit The
sitcom.
Office is overrated. What?
Yeah, you count that as it's a sitcom, right? The Office. You count that as one, or
Yeah, I mean, what
yeah?
are we? So what like even like makes like I'm gonna be honest. What even would make the difference?
I don't know. I mean, when I think sitcom, I think like is like I guess Young Sheldon's a sitcom. Is it? Not that it's up there, but like that style of production is that a sitcom? Like
Yeah, I mean, it says The Office is one. I don't know.
okay, we can
And
count it.
it's not because like that '70s show and how not How I Met Your Mother. Two and a Half Men have it too, but I hate laugh tracks or I just like I hate when a joke is told and it's like they have the laugh and it's like if it's not funny, I feel like that ruins. Like I don't want to be told like when to laugh. I know how stupid that sounds, but
I
I
mean,
also
I
think
don't
I would put Curb Your Enthusiasm over it, but I
listen.
don't that.
I the laugh track thing. I get what you're saying, but I strongly disagree. Like, I think it helps like the experience. Like it doesn't take away from it for me or anything. Like, I don't feel like I'm being told to laugh. Like when something's funny, like I laugh, the laugh track goes. Like it's just it kind of happens that way. Like Big Bang Theory, I think is a hilarious show, and I mean they have the laugh track and everything, and it helps. Like I don't know, I don't
I
mind it.
mean, I would
And
definitely
so a
also.
lot of those are live studio audiences too. Like they're not even really laugh tracks, I guess. They're
I
like
would
actually they performed in front of audiences.
I would also probably pick Always Sunny over it, and then King of Queens. I
I
know
do
you
not
like
put
King
King
of
of
Queens.
Queens. I like King of Queens. I don't put that over, dude. Somebody told me once that King of Queens, and after watching that, I can't watch it. After hearing that, I can't watch it the same. That every episode is literally just how toxic their marriage is because all they do is lie to each other. They're the worst married couple, and it's kind of true. Like every episode, one of them is lying to the other one, and it's just it. Like once I heard that, I was like, wow, it's a hard watch, but it is fun. I like it, and it's a very like realistic married couple because they're always like bickering and
Yeah,
like it yeah.
I also just like Kevin James. So
Yeah. I disagree. I think would you okay, so even if it's not the best, is it the most iconic? I think it's the most
uh,
iconic easily. Friends? Dude, you know how rooted in culture that
maybe
show is?
maybe I mean like I think Seinfeld is probably up there as
Okay.
most. I think Seinfeld would
It
probably beat it out.
okay, 1 and
But
2.
I will be willing to like admit that it's one of the most iconic ones. Obviously, some of the older like shows, like Cheers, is definitely like those type of shows way back in the day are going to be iconic. But I'm okay with saying like Friends is like a top three iconic sitcom.
Yeah, I mean you just think of everything about that show that's like rooted in society. Like everybody knows the theme song of that show. Everybody like that orange couch from the coffee shop, Central Perk, like people know that. Um it's probably the most I would argue it's the most iconic cast of characters on any show or sitcom I would say. um
Again
I
with
just
that, I think Seinfeld might beat it out. I'm not trying to like I don't
the
100% disagree
cast
with you. Yeah, I
or
know there's less cast, but like they're all so different.
it's I think it depends who you
George
ask.
Costanza and Kramer are
Yeah.
definitely two of the most iconic characters at all, and even Newman. Like, dude, I think Seinfeld has it beat slightly, but they're neck and neck. I'm
I would
willing
be
to admit
curious to
that.
do that as like a poll between like what's the more iconic cast and show, and we should do that
All
because
right,
I wow, that's a good one. All right, what's the
I
next one?
I have one more. Um, Disney needs to focus on creating original characters to showcase rather than relying on cameos to bring attention and hype up future projects.
Star
Three, two,
Wars or anything?
one. Mainly Star Wars.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. I mean, I agree.
I
I
agree.
think.
Yeah.
I mean, they still make some original characters, but let's be honest, a lot of their projects they do like hint at like, oh, this Clone Wars character's coming in, or this character from this video game you liked, or from this project X amount of years ago, and like people. I mean, I understand some of it is a connected universe, but at the same time, like I think we need more original. I want more original Star Wars characters. It's the biggest like universe. Like you can argue it's the biggest universe in any like franchise,
Yeah.
and you have so endless opportunities, and yet we're still going back to like the Skywalker saga, Clone Wars. Like just try
So
to like make a new character.
so I agree. I don't mind when they do like in Mando, Bo-Katan comes in and she's like a main character. I don't mind that 'cause she's a side character. She's not too important in most of the Clone Wars. Um, and so I don't mind like that type of involvement. What bothers me is when you bring back like Anakin, Kenobi, Boba, and you butcher them. Like that is where like I want you to go a different direction. Uh,
Well, I think
so
even like Boba in what was it, Mando season 2, he came back. You
yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah,
um even like, and I love like Boba was one of my favorite characters, but even him coming back in Mando season 2, like you're right. Like you're saying, he survived that all those years later, and you're kind of just bringing it back. I didn't think Mando needed Boba in it to like
See, so that I don't
continue.
mind because that's like a comic legends thing too, is he survives the Sarlacc, and I liked them depicting that on screen. Like people wanted that for years, and so I actually like appreciate Disney giving us that. But it's the handlement of him afterwards and like making him like basically a pussy on his own show.
Yeah,
Like,
and also Book of Boba Fett was kind of just
ass.
like it was milked with the
Yeah.
character. So I don't know. I just think, like I said, like hopefully this new
Listen, when
like
they've
the Ryan Gosling movie obviously should be our original characters. Even the new trilogy with Rey kind of in the background, I'm fine if she's in the background, like as a like Leia in the sequels, like that type. Like she's there to progress the story a bit, but she's not the lead.
like let's list characters real quick that Disney has done for Star Wars. Legacy characters: Anakin, Kenobi, Boba, Leia, Han, Luke. Like they butchered all those characters in their own projects. Go to the other side: Mando, Cassian Andor. Who else did they make on their own? I mean, Grogu, for what it's worth. Grogu as well. Um, I'm blanking on who else they've made on their own, but like they've done. Kylo Ren was really good. I think Poe Dameron was a good character. Like they've done pretty well. Like
I
making
mean, I
their
think
own
Poe was a good
characters.
character, but I just think he got like
If
he was just
yeah,
kind of. I feel like he just felt like worthless in the
yeah,
sequels. He had
he
nothing
fell
to do except
flat at the
for
end.
stand there and like kind of have that weird like relationship with Finn that people were like.
Yeah,
It was just like stupid.
but yeah. So like as far as like legacy involvement characters, like they kind of butchered those, but like guys they made on
Well,
their
what do you think
own,
about their like? What do you think how they've handled Ahsoka?
I mean, I like I like it, the show. I don't love it. I like what they did with some of it. Um, I'm not a huge like Rebels guy, so like it doesn't hit for me. Those characters don't hit for me the same way it hits for other people. But the Anakin stuff was really good. I liked Baylan Skoll, another great character they made on their own. It sucks that Ray Stevenson passed away, obviously, because now it has to change hands. The character, but like that's another really really good character that they made from from scratch. Uh,
I
so
mean, I think they have the capabilities to do it, and they easily can. I just think they get lazy and they're like dangling keys in front of like the fans, and like even think of the Mando trailer, like who in that trailer really is super original other than Sigourney Weaver that we haven't seen already? Like,
well, I think that's unfair because Mando and Grogu are original creations.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, adding to this movie, like, you're bringing back, like, Road of the Hut, like, you're a couple other Clone Wars
Sure.
characters. I'm just saying, like,
Well, okay. To be fair, Rod of the Hut is yeah. That I think that's going to be a cameo more thing than a plot point. But yeah, I agree. Zeb in the movie, he's a Disney character from Disney XD when they made Rebels. So that is a Disney creation. Uh, if they do Hera or anything like that's a Disney character. So I mean, Embo's a Clone Wars character. So yeah. So I mean, I see what you're saying. Uh, but I do think they've involved some original characters to an extent. They should do more of it. They should do more of it.
okay. I mean,
Yeah, but I
I
agree
agree
with
with
the
that take.
original thing. I agree with the original statement that you said.
All right. That was my last agree disagree. Um, I think we were kind of like 50-50 on like
For the
agreeing, and
most part.
then
Yeah,
there were some that we obviously. I knew you weren't going to agree with the Friends one. That's kind of why I put it in
yeah, I
there.
knew that was bait. Yeah, I knew that. Seinfeld was close. I would be okay with people saying that's over, but like the other stuff, like I love Two and a Half Men. I think it's hilarious. It's probably my second. It's probably my second or third favorite sitcom. But like it's not more iconic, and I don't know if it's better, but it's just my preference.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're never gonna let Friends down.
I've been
So
defending that against you guys for 10 years, so I really
yeah.
can't
So
budge on it. So, all right.
all
Anything
right.
else, or should we close out?
I think that's good. I think it's a good place to leave it off. So
All right.
thanks
Longer
for
than
tuning
expected.
in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. So thanks for watching the pod race.